We're gonna actually get some like 30x advice from the one and only legendary Dave Couzens. You, sir, if you took a 6-year hiatus off from shooting,
it'd be pretty hard to come back, to want to come back to stores.
if you took a 6-year hiatus off and then you're jumping back in cold turkey, it's day 22. What are you doing? What's your mindset? How are you thinking about it?
First and foremost, no matter where you are, whether you're fresh in or you're 30 years in, it's got to be the process. If you're hyper-fixated on the outcome, you've already lost.
Of 30Xs?
Yeah, that's
So
your outcome.
George
boil
is
it down to the process. Like, and I've been accused of oversimplifying it, but that's just how my brain works. You know, the real money is made in the stitching of the pieces together. Okay, but it's not the outcome. If you're focused on the outcome, it's going to be pretty hard. It's going to become a mountain in front of you. It's the process. If you can focus on and execute the process at the level that you do in practice and training when you're in a competition venue, chances are for your outcome are pretty good.
So where have you seen like your best like training drills? Where have you seen the best process and like
honestly,
we're talking process, like where do you see the best
Some of my best
traction?
competition days have honestly come when I'm struggling.
Really?
Because then even I've got to come off of autopilot, take a step back subconsciously and dig into like the aspects, like boiling it right down to like what are the 3 or 4 key things that I know I need to do well to put the arrow where I want it. And some of my best days have been when I'm struggling because it forces me to boil it down to process and not the outcome.
You know what stood out to me too when you said that is you talked about your best days were when you were struggling in a competition.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
And I think what a lot of people don't realize is like you can't just shoot games at your local range or like at home with nobody there. You've got to be on the road shooting tournaments.
You can, but it takes a certain level of mental fortitude.
I certainly don't
to be able to project yourself into competition type situations to try to call up that adrenaline, that emotion, that level of arousal, and it's only something I can do through a lot of arrows and a lot of repetition. I have to get myself mentally and physically to the point where I'm tired enough that I want to take shortcuts. Well, and normally, like in a competition,
God, I should have just called you.
In a competition scenario, though, it's really easy for people to want to take shortcuts. As soon as the whistle blows and the scorecards come out, everything goes out the window. It's like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Until the arrows count.
Exactly, same thing.
That's like You're making me look dumb. I've been giving these people bad advice for 22 days.
Well, I mean, that's what you get when you invest your quest in an internet guru and not an actual professional.
Well, Dave, you can count on Dave. He's always going to shoot you straight. How many 30X games have you shot in your lifetime?
I mean, when I'm training,
you just lost track.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even count them. Like indoors training, at this level, if you're not banging out, you shoot 4 games, 5 games in a day. If you're not banging out 4 to 5 of them as 30s, you're not in it.
One of the founding fathers and pioneering members of modern day professional archery. Thanks for giving the pro tips.
No worries.
You should write a book called Wisdom with Dave. I'm certainly going to take more water breaks and ask you for advice at work.
Just stick to the process.
Just stick to the process. Shoot better. Don't miss.
That's it. Just stick to the process. It'll be fine.
Bonus content. Thanks, Dave.
Cheers.
Wow, that was great.